Now when you actually see them, you can see how they can put away a quarter of their body weight.
Yeah.
They almost look like they've just swallowed tractor tires.
Or loads of air.
Yeah.
But that's it's gonna be so good for them. Gee, they're already looking healthier and better after yesterday morning. They were quite scrawny.
3 big tongues.
Absolutely.
So that was last night. Eat all you can buffalo buffet. Monday morning.
Quite
That's what
appropriate.
they look like.
The one over there is really.
Yeah, you can see your hips a lot, but I mean that's going to do wonders for him. It's going to fill out. It's incredible how they can go from looking like bones to back to actually putting on weight.
Absolutely, it's so fast. And excellent. It's gonna see them through for the next little bit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. These guys, especially these inexperienced guys, they don't know when the next meal is coming from.
That's very interesting to see that we've got like literally 2 sets of nomadic males on either side of this pattern, and probably with no idea that either of them are there
I'm
even.
wondering if they even have an idea that they're so close to each other.
What's the distance between them now?
150 meters, not even 100 meters.
100 meters.
Then they are aware.
They don't seem
Yeah.
phased if they are aware.
And weirdly enough, both are full. The other 2 are the nomadic 2 that I'd seen recently.
Yeah.
That were looking very scrawny.
Yeah.
And
Fat as well, so
looking much better. I actually thought those other 2 were probably going to die because they were looking so skinny.
You see these 2.
They're looking much better now. So we think that those 2 are possibly from coming out of Ndlovu, and these 3 we think are 3 from the River Pride that have broken away.
But together, these young males are.
Troy and I are saying is that there's a strong possibility these 3 will stay together to eventually form a dominant 3-male coalition. But if it's been recorded before that male engagements like this that are nomadic as youngsters can, from separate prides, can join up to form very powerful coalitions. And so these 2 and these 3, if they were to ever form something and develop and become older into the 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, you would be looking at a very interesting power base here of 5 big males.
They are about the same age, you think?
Yeah,
very much.
roughly the same age.
All roughly the same age, which is quite unique as well. I mean, there's also a great possibility that they could have come from the same natal pride, and because the River Pride was very large at one stage, it was 32 lions, and then down to 26, and then it's splintered a couple times now, all of which the young males have been pushed out the same area.
So these guys could have splintered but separately somehow.
Yeah.
Or in turn have separated from one another.
Exactly.
So there's a couple of possibilities here.
So the reason they would accept those more skinnier ones, what would that be?
Well, if there's recognition on the basis that they emerged from the same pride.
Recognition, they would accept them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has nothing to do with their status of condition.
Not necessarily.
No.
And these are looking better than when Troy saw them a while back, because they've also eaten something recently.
Yeah, the other 2 that are lying down by Renosid M look a hell of a lot better. I'll show you a video just now. I did a little short on it, and they were looking terrible. These guys are up. Well, one of them at least.
Copy, Madman. I'm still along to the Flamingali. So I'm moving now to High 10. I'm going to show them they're heading that direction. All the way Knoxville or in Junction onto Buffalo. Yeah, they're filling this whole area. I'm fine, I'm coming around the back on Yusuf. So I'll probably be there in about 15 minutes or so.
Ooh.
Yeah, copy. You broke up there, got you one.
But I mean, if you have a look at the age, is very similar. Even the size of what they've chowed is similar. and their conditions were very similar as well, but having been separate. And I haven't seen them together yet.
Okay.
We've seen them on a couple occasions in their current groupings.
Yes.
So it'll be very interesting to see if they do recognize one another.
Yeah.
And
what the dynamic will be between them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Whether it's going to be aggression or acceptance will be very interesting.
Yeah, and also, I mean, having the larger sort of prides on the outskirts, maybe it is their best option to pull together. But I mean, who don't exactly know whether lions are anticipating or really thinking about that at all stages.
Yeah, you don't think. Yeah, I don't think they sort of plot empire building.
No, exactly. You're not consciously deciding to run the east block.
The first one here looks a little bit skinnier than the other one.
The other one is quite a sizable animal. I don't know if it's just the angle we're looking at it. But
Yeah, but there's no...
quite a chunky lion.
Yeah, filled out well, no hips showing or anything like that anymore. And I mean, that's just the craziness about it, is just how fast and how well they can come back.
The legs on the front of this one.
Yeah.
You can see, or it's very flattened out.
Well, there's a lovely breeze pushing on to us now.
I think those guys behind us should smell these guys now.
Yeah, agreed.
Quick, they have to
Very shallow breaths once again.
burn calories there.
Yeah, and his lungs have been displaced by the big tummy.
It's amazing how often this little hippo calf comes up, up and then steps on Mom's head and around the side and just gets a bit of support, and then
A deep dream now.
Digesting whatever they're eating.
very full tummies.
Completely ignorant of us.
It's incredible how they pay us no attention whatsoever.
Completely in another dimension.
But like you say, Andrew, much more thicker manes in the other
Yeah.
three boys. So definitely a bit older, I
They're
reckon.
older, I think, a bit more developed. That's my feeling.
Full. Definitely had a good graze.